Welcome everyone to 2015 Greater Mankato Business Awards and Hall of Fame Basis. I'm Jonathan here. I know some of you are enjoying your dinner, some of you just received your dinner, and that's perfectly fine. I want you to enjoy your dinner throughout the evening. Remember, as I mentioned before, there's coffee stations on the side, so if at any point you need to refresh, please go ahead and do that. On behalf of Greater Mankato Growth, Visit Mankato, and the City Center Partnership, I want to welcome all of you tonight to this annual event. It's an opportunity and a privilege that we have to gather tonight to honor some of Greater Mankato's leading business organizations, individuals, and businesses. It's a unique time each year when we come together to celebrate, as I like to say, all that's good about business in Greater Mankato. So please continue to enjoy your dinner. Najwa and her team have once again done a spectacular job this evening's meal. What's your name? In particular, I want to thank this evening's dinner sponsor. Please help me thank Rutten Architects and Engineers. Let's give them a round of applause. We do have a number of sponsors for this evening's event, but I want to take a minute to acknowledge as well. And as I read those off when I get to the end, I hope they'll join me in showing our appreciation for them. First of all, our video sponsor this evening is KEYC TV News 12. Our event sponsors are United Prairie Bank and Wells Fargo Bank. And of course, our fantastic presenting sponsors this evening, INS Group. Let's show all of them a round of applause. Now, before I leave you in the very capable hands of some professionals that we have that will MC this evening's festivities, I do want to take a moment and just let you know how good it personally feels to be able to stand here on this stage in front of you this year. All of you, many of you, yeah. It's a far cry from where I was last year at this very time, just coming off of only 2 weeks making a very public announcement about my battle with cancer. And that battle continues, and that journey goes on. And I want you to know I continue to do very fine in that journey, and thank you for your support. Now, here's what I want you to do the rest of the night. I want you to enjoy your dinner, and when you're done, I want you to sit back and enjoy your dessert, and I want you to relax and enjoy tonight. Because this is an opportunity for us to really be amazed at what this community and our businesses, organizations, and professionals are about. I'm always amazed personally to watch the magnitude of what we do every day in this community as a collective group of businesses, organizations, and leadership. It truly is an amazing place, this place we call Greater Mankato. Now, I do want to bring to the stage some folks that hopefully many of you know quite well. There's some local personalities that are friends of mine. They're morning host personalities from Minnesota 93. I'd like you to help me welcome to the stage our friends, PJ and Lisa.
Very capable professionals, is that what you said?
Some big words to live up to. Well, welcome everybody. It's great to see you here. Great looking crowd. We are so thankful to be here to join you in this evening and hand out some awards for people that have done so much for our great city.
It's an honor to be hosting tonight. Ooh.
Really loud.
Yes, it is our first time ever, and our first time on this microphone, apparently. So we hope not to mess up too much and be able to get you through the evening and have an enjoyable time tonight. So again, thank you for having us. This is going to be a fantastic night. We do plan to have some fun. Now, tonight, Lisa and I have the privilege of presenting 17 awards to various businesses, organizations, and professionals that exemplify what it means to be successful, committed to themselves and their community, and to not be afraid to take risks.
Now tonight is really a reflection. It's an opportunity not only to honor our award recipients, but also take some time to reflect on their particular journeys and their accomplishments that brought them where they are today. So as we go through the night tonight, we want all of you to reflect on where you are today. What has made you successful? What has made your business succeed? What do you see in tonight's recipients that you might have to comment? Use tonight to honor and to celebrate, and also to reflect on those risks that were taken, those hard decisions that were made, and those goals that were all achieved. And remember that every success that each one of you has in your daily lives isn't just yours. It builds your business, your organizations, and yes, the community's success. And it may seem small, but it's not. It's the sum of this community that is the total of each one of you.
Now, some wise man or woman once said that success is the courage and confidence to begin. It's the passion and persistence to continue. It's the talent and tenacity to finish. It's the roads you choose, the meetings you make, the mountains you move, and the examples you set. It's all these things and more. Tonight we are not just celebrating the things these award recipients did, but who they are.
And this is absolutely true. And the reason that we're here tonight, now should we get to the awards? So we're going to be starting with the awards from the City Center Partnership tonight, moving into Visit Mankato Awards, and then we will conclude with Greater Mankato Growth Awards, and you can see the programs that are on the table to follow along with us tonight.
Another quick item of business, a little logistical note for tonight's recipients. After you come up and receive your award today and make your comments, if you're one making comments, please make sure you head off the stage to our left, which would be your right, over here to get a professional photograph taken over here by Quality 1 Hour Photo. They'll also be available for all of you after the ceremony is done tonight. So if you want to get your whole table together or a specific group of people for a photo, you'll be able to do that right there.
All right, let's start the program with the awards presented by the City Center Partnership, which focuses on the vitality of this very important area of our community.
The City Center Partnership serves to uphold a vibrant city center by serving as a catalyst to attract customers, employees, and residents. And in order for downtowns to flourish, they must connect people to places, or risk deterring those customers, employees, and residents you all work to attract. Whether it's a quintessential Main Street town or a bustling central business district, great places are the sum of individual spaces. And in each of our personal travels, we experience how other cities use design to connect those individual shops, parks, businesses, or visitor destinations into a unique and memorable experience. So, regardless if it's indoors or out, if it's public or private, in urban design, which connects people to place, is an important aspect of downtown vibrancy. For this reason, the City Design Awards were established to acknowledge those who make outstanding contributions to city center spaces in the private sector. And this year we expand the awards to also include nonprofit, residential, and public spaces, as they all contribute to excellence in city design.
So we'd like to welcome to the stage City Center Partnership Executive Director Eric Harriman and Board Chair Jerry Kress to help present the City Design Awards of Excellence. So let's get started. Recipients, as your names are called, please come to the stage and you can receive your award. Remain on stage until all City Center awards have been presented. Now, not joining us on stage tonight, but vitally important to making our recipients' design a reality, are the architects, and you can find those listed under program and on the screens.
Our first award of the night for a renovation over $3 million, Vine Faith in Action Adult Community Center. Accepting for Vine Faith in Action is Pam Dennerman.
For a renovation between $1 million and $3 million, South Front Street Reconstruction, accepting on behalf of the Front Street property owners of the City of Mankato, Jim Downs and Mayor Eric Anderson.
For a new construction under $2 million, we have Mankato Area Veterans Memorial Place. Accepting on behalf of the Mankato Area Veterans Committee, the City of Mankato and North Mankato, Don Stemper, and already on stage with us, Mayor Anderson.
For a renovation under $1 million for their office build-out, visit Mankato. Anna Phil, please join us on stage to accept your award.
Now for the Downtown Detail Award, and this year it goes to the Pub 500 Patio. Accepting it on behalf of Pub 500 is Tom Frederick.
For facade improvements made to their building, we're proud to honor the newly remodeled Public Safety Center. Accepting on behalf of the City of Mankato is Mayor Eric Anderson.
Good night of the Grammys for Mayor Anderson. And last but certainly not least, the City Design Award for innovative interior renovation goes to Y Barbers Onata on Belgrade for their interior renovation. Accepting the award is Ellen Koenigs and Brenda Wilcox. And for all of the investments made to enhance the city center, we extend our thanks to all of our recipients today.
And now we move from Great Design Awards to Great Public Art Reward. Each May for the past 4 years, the City Center Partnership has installed a walking sculpture tour. This is an initiative that uses city art to both improve aesthetics and to increase visitor traffic in our city center. To date, various city art initiatives have garnered some impressive results. Now, they've had 17 utility boxes painted through the City Art on the Go initiative. They've retained 14 sculptures in the community's permanent public art collection, adding up to over $1.5 million worth of rotating public art on our city center sidewalks. Now, this represents an impressive commitment to maintain quality public art and is directly supported by the business community, many of whom are in this room with us tonight. And your support makes these enhancements a reality. Every year, your investment in city art rewards the community with permanent installation of the People's Choice Sculpture. And that is why tonight it's my privilege to reveal the 2014 People's Choice Award. And this year, the People's Choice Award goes to
Green Sea Turtles from Eric Thorson.
And colorful bronze sculpture that encompasses the movement and underwater life of the sea turtle as they soar effortlessly through the water. This sculpture, a gift made possible from the numerous business and community sponsors, will be permanently installed next year in the city center. So thank you, City Center Partnership. It's time to move on to awards from Visit Mankato.
Please welcome to the stage to present the Visit Mankato Awards to our recipients tonight, the Visit Mankato President, Anna Phil, and Board Chair Joe Bailey. The first Visit Mankato Award we're going to present this evening is the Bring It Home Award, which honors a group or individual who has helped bring a significant event to Greater Mankato or has developed an attraction or product that brings visitor traffic into the community. This year's recipient, Bent River Outfitter, has been responsible for providing experience and adventure to Mankato visitors from all around the world, including Canada, France, Russia, Spain, Switzerland, and Mexico. Bent River was established in 2011 and has focused on creating value for the Mankato business community ever since. They do an outstanding job of showcasing our 5 area rivers within 15 minutes of Mankato, hosting more river miles than any other county in Minnesota. With 300 documented springs and 17 waterfalls on our flagship river alone, that river has fully explored these areas and in return has been able to provide an all-encompassing, safe, adventurous, and expert-level experience for our visitors. That river is involved with a number of community events as well, including the Mankato Marathon Kids Zone, Paddle Jam, Women on the Water, Happy Hour floats, paddleboard parties, Henniker Pond Demo Day, and full moon flows. The continued success and future potential for Bent River Outfitters' impact on Mankato tourism is immense, and that is why they are being recognized as this year's Bring It Home Award recipients.
Please welcome to the stage Adam Stenny.
Wow, thanks everybody. I guess when we started this business just a couple years ago, we weren't expecting all these awards and all the accolades from everybody, but we really do appreciate it. We really appreciate everybody in town, everybody we've seen on the river, which I've seen a lot of you out there, and I want to see a lot more out in the coming years. So. Yeah, I don't have much more to say. I just want to thank everybody and come on the river. Thanks a lot.
Now, the next award that we're pleased to present tonight is the Hospitality Award. And this award recognizes an individual, a group, or an organization that has helped promote Greater Mankato as a great destination to visit and has provided outstanding customer service. This year's recipient, Nicollet Bike Shop, started as Nicollet South Bike Shop in 1970. And it got its name from the original rural location 3 miles south of Nicollet, where Justin worked for the original owners for 15 years before purchasing the shop from them in 2010. Now, after 1 year of ownership, Justin and Jenna moved the shop to its current location on Riverfront Drive. And Nicollet Bike Shop interacts with thousands of biking visitors every year, providing them with advice, suggested routes, trail maps, and also their newly added bike rental service. So Justin and Jenna's community involvement is extremely noteworthy. They provide mechanical support at bike races, bikes and helmets for bike giveaways. They host riding events and volunteer as event support, all while working hard to promote Mankato as a biking destination. Their goal is to help others discover and enjoy cycling.
Accepting the Hospitality Award tonight, please help us welcome Justin and Jenna Reinhardt.
Thanks everybody for giving us this great award. We never expected anything like this when we made the choice to move the shop to Mankato. And I was frequently asked, was it a scary decision to make? And honestly, it was never a challenge thinking about moving to town. And part of our success is the amazing infrastructure that we have as a community with all the amazing bike trails we have in town. So thank you to anyone that's been involved in the approval and pushing forward of all the bike infrastructure that we have. So one of the best tools that we have to help promote those is the wonderful trail map that Visit Mankato has put out in the last few years. We constantly go and ask for more to hand out because we're giving them to so many visitors to town. So thanks for all your support in helping make Mankato a biking destination. Thanks.
Thank you and congratulations again, Justin and Jenna, and thank you to Anna and Joe as well. It's now time for our Greater Mankato Growth Awards, and as always, this year's recipients were nominated and then voted on, not by GMG staff, but by this year's recipients are voted on by a panel of past award recipients, and that panel takes their job very seriously. They vigorously comb through all of the information, they deliberate over it, and then decide on this year's deserving recipients. So please welcome to the stage to present the awards to this year's recipients, the chair of the Greater Mankato Growth Board, Julia Ketchum-Corbett, and some guy named Jonathan's here. The first Greater Mankato Growth Award is for Young Professional of the Year, which recognizes an individual between the ages of 21 and 39 who has made an outstanding contribution to the Greater Mankato community in the past year. This year's recipient has certainly made a positive difference. He is active in a variety of community organizations, including serving as a board member of the YWCA of Mankato, working as a United Way Impact Team captain, and serving on the City Center Partnership Board of Governors. He also volunteers as a member of the Mankato Sertoma Club, as a prejudice reduction workshop facilitator with the Mankato Diversity Council, and with the Greater Mankato Young Professionals, where he served on the social committee and as the co-chair of the Holiday Lights Parade Float Committee. Hardly.
You're not done yet.
Right. Amongst all this, he still somehow finds time to coach his kids' soccer team for Mankato United, and he's part of a 3-time Nicollet County Fair champion meat smoking team.
Please welcome to the stage a man who just makes me very tired saying all that, civil litigation attorney at Bluff & Gage and Krause, Kevin Velasquez.
I was hoping they mentioned the grilling competition. I want to show you. I'm thankful to be up here today to accept this award as a Greater Mankato Young Professional of the Year. I have had the chance to be involved in a lot of these different organizations, and to be a part of the Greater Mankato community. And I've really been thankful for that opportunity. And if you don't know me, I'm not originally from Mankato. I'm from Iowa. Iowa State. In law school, I had the opportunity, and I was lucky, a firm, Bluff & Gage and Krause, came down and interviewed from Mankato. We knew we wanted to be in Minnesota, and we came up with an interview, and as part of that interview process, I went on a lunch and a tour of the town with Jim Turk and Randy Berkman. And during that process, I was really impressed by how many of the things in town that they had their hands in, the different organizations they were involved in, this nonprofit, that building, this thing that was going on, that hospital. It seemed like they had their hands in everything. And it was just something that really left an impression on me. And so I was lucky enough to ultimately get a job offer. But before we decided to accept, my wife and I decided to make a trip up from Iowa, a 5-hour drive, just to visit for a day and to really see what's Mankato all about. So we did, and I feel a little bit sheepish admitting this, at this event of all places, but where would you go to figure out what Mankato's all about? Visit Mankato, Greater Mankato Growth, right? Not us. We decided to just drive around randomly in town. We went to a restaurant for lunch and we asked our waitress, what's so great about Mankato? And I don't think she got the Greater Mankato Growth official training. Her response, and I'll never forget this, her response was, why do you want to move to Mankato? Our water tastes terrible. I don't know where that came from, but despite our waitress's sage advice, we ended up in Mankato, and we're extremely thankful that we have. One of the things that I've always believed in is that, perhaps unlike our waitress, your community is what you make it. And that's something that's been important to me. And so what's really been amazing for us that we've learned about this community is that even if you're new to this community, if you're from Iowa, even if you're a young professional, there are people who are interested in what you have to say. You have a voice. The people who've been here and have been part of this community, they want to listen to what you have to say. And you have that opportunity to be involved and to make a difference. And everybody has that opportunity. I think that's something that's unique about this community that isn't necessarily like that for everywhere else. If you're looking at the cities, if you're looking at a lot of different places where you might end up. And so I feel really lucky to have chosen Mankato as a place to be a part of this community. As I look around this room and as I was enjoying some drinks and mingling before this, I noticed there are a lot of other young professionals who also are involved in what's going on, who would also be deserving recipients of this award. And the reason I'm up here is just because somebody noticed, and for that I'm humble, and for that I'm thankful. And there's some other thank yous I want to give. Obviously I'm thankful for the work that I get to do with a great group of people at Bluff & Gage and Krause. It's the reason I came up here, and I'm inspired that I'm not the only one there who obviously shares my passion for the community. I should say I'm thankful to this community for our apparently loose definition of young. I somehow meet that qualification. When an article came up in the newspaper and my daughter saw it, and I read it, I said, I'm the young professional of the year, and she laughed and she said, ha ha, you're young. As if that was some kind of the thing that you would say to make fun of somebody. So I want to thank my parents. I'm thankful for my family, for my kids, for keeping me young, for whatever that's worth, good or bad. For my parents, Charles and Nancy Velasquez, both elementary school teachers. They both showed me that the best way to measure your own success is by the success you've helped others achieve. That's a lesson that's guided me in my practice as a lawyer and in my work in the community. And it's something I try to live by every day. And last but certainly not least, I want to thank my wife, Megan, who puts up with me and puts up with my schedule, from the early morning meetings to the after work meetings, the occasional late nights at work, the occasional Thanksgiving trips to Iowa cut short for a holiday lights parade, those kinds of things. So Megan, thank you for being my best friend and my best support. Thank you all very much. It's truly an honor. I appreciate this. I'm proud to call Mankato home.
Heard that, right? I said Iowa and said he knew he wanted to be from Minnesota. I just want to make sure everybody knows that.
I also noticed that you and I have both aged out of being able to win this
We're no
award.
longer young professionals.
All right, so our next award, named for Community Leader Halligan, recognizes an individual whose participation in the Greater Mankato Leadership Institute has helped provide an impetus for contributions to our community. Now, this year's recipient of the Halligan Leadership Award is no stranger to all of you. She has helped enhance the Greater Mankato Leadership Institute curriculum and helped develop the Greater Mankato Young Professionals Program. Currently, as the Dean of Workforce Education and Training at South Central College, she works to enhance 28 technical academic programs that enhance the skills of thousands of students every year and help our regional businesses with their workforce needs. Now, she helped write a recently awarded $15 million federal grant aimed at ramping up advanced manufacturing programs in Minnesota. And if that's not enough, she actually has volunteered with Junior Achievement, Envision 2020, the United Way, YWCA, South Central Workforce Council, Greater Mankato Career Expo, and the Downtown Mankato Kiwanis. Now, when asked what makes a good leader, she had this to say: good leaders always operate with integrity, and they put others before themselves. They roll up their sleeves and work harder than they ask anyone else to work on their team. They take risks, they make mistakes, and they should always foster a spirit of learning and of growth. In summary, good leaders don't demand respect, they earn respect.
With great honor, please help us welcome to the stage Barb Embacher.
Well, I have to start with saying that it's a little weird for me to be on this end of this event. And it was a little tempting for me tonight to come up here and start passing out awards instead of me receiving one. So I'm very humbled by this award. And I have to say, I was very surprised when I got the call that said I was this year's recipient. I think that I stand before you tonight with so many people who could be receiving this award, who I've had the pleasure of working alongside for many years in this community. Unlike Kevin, I was born and raised in this area. I did move away to college and became a cheesehead for a few years, but did move back, and this is where I chose to move back to raise my family, and it's been a great decision. 10 years ago, I attended the Leadership Institute program, as many of you in this room have. I think there's about 600 and some alumni of that program now, and it really did move me. It changed me. It helped me to really see my potential, to learn more about myself, my community, and my abilities to serve this community. Over the years, I've had the privilege of volunteering and working alongside some truly amazing people who have shaped my life in many ways and helped me to see the potential to use my strengths and really do that in all of the roles of my life. So I want to start with a few people that really have shaped me. I need to begin with my parents who are here tonight, Rick and Judy. They taught me always treat others with respect. And always work hard for what you believe in. You did it. Mom and Dad, you were my first role models of how to put always other people's needs first. Stand up for those who need an extra hand and work harder than anyone else expects you to. Thanks for always believing in me. Next, and certainly not least, I need to thank my husband, Mike, and my children, 2 of which are here tonight. You guys have always, you really need to share this award with me because it's been a team and it's been a strong team at home that's allowed me to do all the late nights, all of the volunteer work, all the committees, the early morning board meetings, the volunteer events that I've roped you into helping me with. I'm going to list a few things just to bring back some memories. Do you remember the time when we had to clean up the garbage after the 4th of July fireworks? And we found things like dirty diapers in the stands at MSU. And you said, Mom, is this really part of your new job? And you helped me. You got very good at figuring out what to make for supper when I was coming home late. How to stay warm at the bus stop on early morning board meetings when I had to be to work at 6 a.m. if both Mom and Dad had to be to work early. You helped me to learn how to get through a grocery store really fast on a Saturday instead of stopping and talking to all the people I learned to meet and know. And you just keep me focused so we didn't stop and talk to everyone. So, I've even roped you into helping me hang lights at the park with the Kiwanis Club, doing repairs at the school, decorating for events, stuffing envelopes for mailers, even photo shoots for junior achievement when I needed you to, as the token children of JA. So thank you for all the things that you guys have put up with. I know sometimes you feel like maybe you're last on my list, but really, you're why I do all that I do. Thank you for being patient with me and for pulling all the extra weight at home so that I can keep doing what I do. I love you very much. And next, I'd like to thank some of the really great mentors I've had in my life that have inspired me and helped me to become the person I am today. I learned early on in my career that I love to learn new things, and I love to help other people reach their potential. I guess that's why I started out becoming a teacher, and that's really why I still sort of feel like I'm a teacher every day, even though that's not the job I'm in today. One of my first mentors was a great principal. His name was Dave Morley, who you don't know. But he saw something in me, and he challenged me to keep pushing myself further and further. Next came a former Hap Halligan Award winner, Mr. Ed Waltman, who many of you probably know. He was my boss for 12 years when I worked for the Mankato schools, and he trusted me enough to allow me to build a lot of new programs and a lot of new partnerships to reach more students in our community who needed help. He also really was a great role model of how to manage a very large number of employees and always do that with integrity and respect. Thank you, Ed. Then I had the opportunity to work alongside one of the most energetic and outstanding leaders I've ever met and I probably will ever know, and that is Jonathan Ziert. Jonathan pushed me to learn more, to achieve more, and to lead more. For 6 years while I served as Vice President of GMG, I got to engage in many, many important community initiatives that I'm proud to have been able to be a part of. Jonathan and I used to talk all over town about how important our economy will be if we focus on developing strong leaders, strong talent. You've heard him talk, you've heard me talk about that. It's truly in my bones what I believe in and what I would like to do tonight and share this award with all of you. I think that it's our role as leaders to help inspire and nurture leadership skills in everyone around us. Our community is better if we all do our part. And I'm really, really appreciative of this award. I'm very humbled by it, and I really don't feel that I'm deserving of it any more than any of you. Because together, when we all share our strengths, we all make this a better place to live. So I'd like you to raise your glass, and I'd like to do a toast in honor of all the great people that offer leadership skills and share their talents with each other. So please raise a glass, thank the people at your table for all that we all contribute to in this community, and have a great evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and congratulations again, Barb. The next award we'll be presenting was named for community leader Brian Fazio, who stressed the economic importance of partnerships between business and education. This year's recipients are the College of Business at Minnesota State University Mankato and the Taylor Corporation Innovation Center. The Innovation Center began a little over a year ago as a partnership to assist Taylor Corporation in filling various intern positions while giving students in the College of Business at Minnesota State University Mankato the opportunity to receive a quality internship experience relevant to their career path. Over the last year, Taylor Corporation has provided more than 30 internships, 14 of which were from the Innovation Center, to college students from varying academic backgrounds. These internships are designed to bring students from different disciplines together in a modern think tank environment to work in collaborative teams while completing projects for Taylor Corporation's individual companies. Innovation Center interns have completed various projects, including a new extensive e-commerce website for one of the Taylor companies, extensive market research projects, and revamping of the Innovation Center Facebook page.
Please help welcome to the stage to accept this year's award from Taylor Corporation, Sheila Kramer and Dr. Glenn Bottomley, and from Minnesota State University Mankato, Dr. Brenda Flannery and Luke Howe.
Glenn and I are truly honored to receive this award on behalf of Taylor Corporation. When we first began speaking with Minnesota State University about a year and a half ago, we had a sense that what we wanted to achieve would require the complete efforts of both of our teams in order to make it work. We also had some different ideas in those early days regarding what success would look like. But really what this award is helping us now showcase is the power of what can occur when you unleash the creativity of individuals and let both students and seasoned professionals come together to build on really good ideas. We could not be more proud of our MSU teammates and what they have helped our business achieve. Thank you very much.
And on behalf of Megan Shulman, who is the coordinator for the Taylor Innovation Center, and several of our MSU student interns and other Taylor Corporation employees that are here, I also want to join with all of us to say thank you to Greater Mankato Growth for this award. As we now look to the future, we all envision an even closer partnership with the College of Business at Minnesota State University Mankato. And while we have brainstormed numerous ways to deepen our working relationship, one common thread remains for all of us, and that is to keep our focus on the students. Enriching the academic experience of MSU students by providing them real-world business problems to help solve at Taylor Corporation helps them grow and leaves a lasting impact on our two organizations. And this has been the goal from the very beginning from both our leader, Deb Taylor, and the Dean of the College of Business, Dr. Brenda Flannery, both of whom were the original visionaries that set our two organizations on this path. And I know that Taylor Corporation will always be grateful.
So we were told we had 3 minutes for all four of us, and we timed it so we're supposed to be close to that time, so better keep us on track. So thank you, Vice President Kramer and Dr. Bottomley. On behalf of Minnesota State Mankato and the College of Business, Luke and I are extremely grateful to accept this award. We also want to thank Greater Mankato Growth for the award and for continuing the Brian Fazio Business Education Partnership Award. It takes a village to educate. And it has been a real pleasure to work with our talented friends at Taylor Corporation to help connect many students with such innovative real-world learning experiences. Even though she isn't able to be here tonight, I really want to thank Deb Taylor for her vision to create, with her team, the Taylor Innovation Center. It's an amazing space where students have the opportunity to help many Taylor businesses create new products for new markets. 1 year ago, almost to this day, Luke was hired as our first ever College of Business Internship and External Partnership Coordinator. Wow, what a year it's been. And truly, I want to thank him also for really making this partnership happen. Thank you, Luke.
Well, thank you, Dean Flannery, and my Taylor teammates here. I am truly honored to be a member of this team, and I just wanted to say thanks to those who made this award possible. So firstly, to the Taylor Corporation itself, the Innovation Center, their HR department, and to Dean Flannery, can I just say, wow. Over the last 12 months, you have made it possible for over 30 students to use their education in a real-world business setting. And connecting our students with these opportunities takes a team. So I also wanted to thank university leadership, the Career Development Center, faculty, staff, and students within our colleges of business, science, engineering, and technology, and arts and humanities, and of course the member organizations of Greater Mankato Growth. I truly look forward to working together with you all to connect the great businesses in this community with the deep talent pools at Minnesota State University, Mankato. Thanks again.
Our next award celebrates entrepreneurism in Greater Mankato by recognizing a business that is 3 years old or less. Now, after nearly 19 years of managing bakeries for Hy-Vee, Tony Friesen was ready to bring his own local bakery to Mankato. So he and his wife Natasha and their business partner Spencer began planning a family bakery in Old Town Mankato. Friesen's opened in May of 2014 with just 4 employees, and they had limited seating. After an overwhelming amount of community support, the 3 owners found themselves planning an expansion just within weeks of opening. After only 4 months in business, Friesen's grew to a crew of 15 employees. They now have space to seat 30 patrons and are expanding into catering, birthday and wedding cakes, salads and sandwiches, gluten-free products, and much more. Friesen's opened the business with 3 main principles: make everything in the store, shop locally wherever possible, and focus on the needs of the Mankato area to support the community. The group at Friesen's believe working together as a family will translate to a customer experience that feels to you like family.
Please welcome to the stage, Tony Friesen.
All right, so my heart's racing, so I'm going to try to get through this. Thank you very, very much. I want to take a minute to explain why I'm up here as a representative of Friesen's, accepted entrepreneur business of the year from the Greater Mankato Growth. What is it about coming to Friesen's that's connected with so many of our customers in such a positive way? And I can point to a lot of things. First off, I want to say thank you. We hired Sarah Heyer as our chef, and anybody that's been in knows that she puts such a love and passion into her food. Sarah, you inspire me to do better when I work. So thank you very much for what you bring to work. We can also look at the fact that, quite honestly, Spencer, Natasha, and I have worked 12 to 16 hours a day for the last 6 months, and to get the shop going. So I think we deserve a little credit too. But the truth is, what brought all of us here tonight is the 3 sets of parents that we brought with us tonight. See, I'm a firm believer that we're a product of those that raised us, taking the teachings and principles and applying them into our daily personal and professional lives. A lot of people have good parents, we have great parents. And I want to tell you a story about each of them. I met Spencer when he was 9 years old and was introduced to his folks, Rob and Lisa, and I quickly realized that the Vanderhoof household was full of equal parts harassment, hard work, and respect. While Spencer grew up with a steady knowledge of how to mow the yard and shovel snow and help out around the house, he was included in every single family vacation to see the latest motocross events or camping out at the Cato Cycle Club. Rob and Lisa, thank you for giving Spencer a strong work ethic and a strong sense of family values. My parents, my wife's parents, Natasha Frost, Bob and Linda. After 44 years of marriage, you've raised 3 beautiful daughters who've given you 9 kids to buy presents for every year. And I want to share a story tonight, the actual moment that I decided that I wanted to not only marry Natasha, but be a part of the Frost family. The whole Frost family was gathered at the marathon a couple years ago in support of one of the Frost daughter-in-laws who was running. And as we're waiting there, I want you to picture it's Bob and Linda, it's Nicole, it's Natasha, it's Natara, it's about 7 grandkids, and we're all running around there kind of waiting for her to come by. And as we're waiting, I see a familiar face, and it's Amanda Kazitsa. This is my son's homeroom teacher. And as she's coming by, she sees this family. She doesn't see 1 or 2 people, she sees the whole family. And her excitement grows, hi Frost family, hi Frost family, hi Frost family, as she's running by in the marathon. And I saw such an amazing family unit that you had put together. And it was so intriguing and so inspiring. It made me want to be a part of it. So Bob and Linda, I watched you lead by example in community involvement and both in your family values. And thank you for establishing those with Natasha. My parents, Ernie and Deb Friesen, you've got over 50 people that call you mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, great-grandma, grandpa, all sorts of people. And I'll give you an example of a family get-together at our house for about 2 years ago. There's 22 people in that household, and as I'm looking around at everybody there, I realize I'm the only person that has any blood relation with my father. Because see, in our family, blood doesn't have anything to do with family. Blood is the people that you share bread with. Blood is the people that you make commitments with. Our family is the people that you make commitments with, that you share bread with, excuse me. Your example has led me to parent the people my son Julian ended up parent Spencer. And without your example, I wouldn't be up here today. So I thank you for teaching me what matters to parent. So tonight, I accept this award, not on behalf of Ravens, but on behalf of Rob and Lisa, Bob and Linda, and Ernie and Deb. Your examples have led us to where we are tonight, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I'll close with this. It's holiday season. We all have choices on where we're going to shop and who we're going to support. I encourage you to shop local. Old Town is alive, and we have some great businesses down there. Book a vacation with Bent River this spring and take a boat trip. Go to Mom and Pop's and get ice cream. Get your bike at Nicollet County Bike Shop instead of the box stores. And maybe get a pie at Friesen's Bakery.
Thank you again, Tony, and I will be going with the English Toffee Cookie practice. Thank you very much. Now it's time to present the Distinguished Business Award, which recognizes a business 3 to 10 years old that is notable because of its growth and contributions. And this year's recipient is Presence Maker. In 2009, owners Chad and Teresa Carlberg recognized that business had to change the ways they were advertising and communicating with existing and prospective customers. Today, they offer award-winning web design and development, digital marketing strategy, social community management, and traditional advertising options. By investing themselves in learning about each client and their unique industry, processes, and objectives, they've been able to establish clients across the country. Presence Maker is also actively supporting and engaging with organizations like the Educare Foundation, YWCA, Greater Mankato Bike Walk Advocates, Kiwanis Holiday Lights, and Tee It Up for the Troops.
As their business has grown, so have their contributions to the community as well. Please help me welcome to the stage Chad and Teresa Carlberg.
scissors on the speech about 9 o'clock last night, so here we go. I guess first of all, for those of you guys who don't know us or know our company, we got our start a few years ago with websites and social marketing and pretty much anything online and promoting businesses. Chad and I have had Presence Maker be a huge part of our lives ever since, naturally. I think a lot of times we're at home and we talk about all of the things that have happened and the opportunities that we've had, the people that we've been blessed to meet and work with over the years. And that's a conversation that we take into the office as well. We share it with our team all of the time. The thing that we really understand is that, just like that old adage about raising a child, this takes a village too. And that might sound a little dorky, but what's special about tonight for us is that we don't often get a chance to thank the village. And so we're going to be kind of quick with it, but we're going to thank the village. First of all, we want to thank our family. Tonight's a school night, so the kids are at home, but Chad's mom and dad came out to support us, of course. They support us in everything. Pretty sure they thought we were crazy when we first started doing this, but they've always been our biggest fans, and they've supported us in everything, and we certainly wouldn't be standing here tonight if it weren't for them. We need to thank our team. They just got suckered into coming up here a couple of minutes ago. Nikki and Cherie and Jeremy and Chris and Brianna and Joe and Matt and Jeremy and everyone who helps us do the things that we do. Presence Maker couldn't be if we didn't have a phenomenal group of people working with us side by side every single day. It's their time and hard work and dedication that mean the world to us. It's what lets us do the things that we do. Of course, we thank our clients. Everything that we do is about the client to begin with. They excite us, they inspire us. We are very fortunate very privileged to be a part of each client's unique story, and we're proud to be able to help move those stories forward with the things that we do. I should get my notice up here. I have notes on my wrist too because, hey, that seems to work really well. Thank the clients. Last but not least, we want to thank our friends, and you guys all know who you are out here. We thank you for your companionship. We thank you for the encouragement that you give us. We thank you for the wine and the enthusiasm. We thank you for paving the way and for supporting us on this path. We couldn't do it on our own. We really look forward to the years ahead. This is a great community. We're very proud to be a part of it and all of the things that we can do to support this community. Thank you, everyone.
And now we are ready for the highest honor of our evening tonight. This is the induction into the Greater Mankato Business Hall of Fame. Now, the Business Hall of Fame honors private sector businesses that have been in business in the Greater Mankato region for 10 or more years. Businesses inducted into the Hall of Fame contribute to the betterment of the quality of life in Greater Mankato. They demonstrate qualities of entrepreneurship and demonstrate personal and business ethical qualities, including a dedication to family, community, and our environment. If you look on the back of your program tonight, you're going to see an impressive list of the past Hall of Fame inductees, and tonight we have the honor of having one more join them. This company personifies growth and success in Greater Mankato. We ask you to turn your attention to the screens.
I think it's a real honor to get this award. I mean, I was blindsided by it, to be honest with you, but it's pretty cool, and I think it's a reflection of our commitment to our people and people that are just committed to each other, and it's just really pretty cool. My name is John Romness, and I'm the founder and CEO of MEI, Minnesota Elevator. I started the business in 1971 on a farmhouse on Highway 83, about 1.5 miles from this property here, a rented farmhouse. We started with very little equipment of anything. We would pull the kitchen stove out and plug our welder in the kitchen and run the cords out through the window to weld outside. We hoisted things out of trees. It was it was kind of crazy when I look back at it. But there was just myself alone, and then it grew to 2 people. In the earlier years, it grew quite slowly until I would say the mid-'80s. We began to do more installation work. And then the company began to grow more. And then we began to build equipment for other elevator companies, and that began to take off.
So we build big custom elevators for buildings, freight elevators for the back of buildings, as well as fancy elevators for the front of buildings.
We produce a lot of custom type elevators, and for specialty type projects, large elevators, 80,000 pound capacity, almost 20 feet wide by 80 feet long. They can haul entire semis. We have a very strong engineering department. We've got some extremely talented people at MEI, and I don't say that lightly. From project management, they're just real customer oriented, and today we're in a position now where we have a high level of respect, I feel, in the industry, and it's based on the fact that we produce a great product, and we've got great product support, and just a great team of people.
Well, we do about 400 to 500 units a year on the elevator side. We provide most of our elevators to the other large elevator companies in North America, and then they install them in the buildings and the communities they serve. In our field ops operation, which we are in Minnesota, Wisconsin, Kansas, Missouri, we repair, service, install, and modernize elevators, and we have about 5,000 elevators that we service a year. Outside that area, we sell the elevator packages to other installers, and then they install them.
Our mission statement is working together to be the best, and we don't see that as just some little cute jingle that we can say, but it keeps us on track to work together to be the best. It drives our improvement program, and we just have a lot of people that have got their paddle in the water that are moving us forward, and it's just exciting to see. It really is.
In 2006, we started a continuous improvement program, and that's really the key to our success. We asked every employee to turn in individual improvements. In 2007, we added team improvements. In 2008, we added safety improvements. In 2009, we added volunteer hours, where if the employee goes and volunteers out in their community up to 8 hours, we'll give them an additional day of vacation. We also we provide one external education class for every employee. We also have added random acts of kindness, where if our mechanics or our employees do something nice for someone else, if they do 4 of those, we give them a gift card to their store of choice.
I think we'll continue to grow and get involved with more and more sophisticated projects, because we're known for that. We can't take our success lightly. We have to constantly be learning and improving and realizing that we need to start rethink so many things and to stay fresh and be cutting edge. We can't relax. We can't let up.
At this time, we would like to welcome to the stage 2014 Greater Mankato Business Awards and Hall of Fame inductee from Minnesota Elevator, John Ramos and Rick Lowenberg.
Before John gives his story, he's better at that than me, but we're really proud to be joining this list of past honorees. That's pretty cool. I do want, on behalf of our employees, want to thank Greater Mankato Grove. It's definitely an honor, and certainly like to thank our professional advisors, some that are here, our suppliers, and most importantly, our customers. A lot of you guys are here, so thank you.
say ditto to everything that Rick said. I want to, just like I said in the video, it kind of blindsided me getting this award. I'm not real nervous standing in front of a crowd this size because I was in the Philippine Islands about 3 years ago, and I faced between 7,000 and 8,000 people. Does that sound pretty impressive? Well, if you listen close, I said between 7 people and 8,000. I think there might have been maybe 200. I just wanted to loosen myself up a little bit. But anyway, it really is exciting to be here. And you know, for quite a few years, in our early years, we were pretty low profile as a company. I think people probably didn't even know what we were doing. I know one time a man that I knew from St. Clair area, one day he just said to me, "What the heck are you guys doing out there?" I said, "What do you mean? What's with all the cars? What's going on?" So we just kind of grew. But you know, I didn't have any big vision for MEI. When I first started MEI, my 2 sons were 9 and 7. We moved down here. I believe that's how old they were. And our main motivation was to get out of the Twin Cities. I remember telling my wife, if we can grow a company and get to the point where we have 5 employees, I'll be happy. And I didn't have any big vision, no 5-year plan. There was times I'd hear people talk about visions and plans, and I felt intimidated. You know, one day I was reading a book about Sam Walton, and they asked him about some of his co-workers, said, "Where do you think we're going to go with this, Sam?" And Sam said, "Well, let's just keep plugging away and see where this thing goes." I'm no Sam Walton, but in a sense, we kind of kept plugging away to see where this thing would go. And we gradually got into other areas, and we've been blessed in so many ways. I'm so thankful for the team of people we have. Rick Lowenberg came on board, 7 years ago, Rick? 8 years ago. And at that time, some of you know, Dennis McCormick is here. He's our CPA. There's probably bankers here who knew we were in deep doo-doo. Amen. We got the company turned around, and Rick has done a great job. Him and I work good together, and we've been blessed. And most of all, I need to thank God. And I mean that sincerely from my heart, because back in 1969, I'll be emotional here, my life was kind of a mess, you know, crazy and wild, and I made a commitment to God in my life back in 1969. Less than 2 years later, I started MEI, and I know that if it wouldn't have been for that, I wouldn't be here tonight. There wouldn't be any MEI. So I am very, very thankful for what happened in my life back then. And just over the years, just a lot of good things have happened. And we've had favor. And I know when we first started out, I remember my brother, who was in the elevator industry in the Twin City area, after I moved to Mankato, and I kept it secret because I was just kind of paranoid that someone else is going to open up in Mankato or somewhere and will fail. So I didn't even tell my brother that I was going to move down here. And I sold my house and moved down here, and we got started. And I was talking to him, and he was talking to one of the other large companies in the Twin City area, and they were talking about, he was one of their competitors. And he said to my brother, he said, "You know, his competition is getting so tough." He said, "And now," he says, "we got your brother down in Mankato running around, operating on the trunk of his car. Where's he going to go with that, you know?" And I'll tell you, it's amazing what has happened with our company. We're not that big, but I mean, it's amazing when I think about it. We've got equipment, you know, all over the world, you know, and I've got 2 great sons, and they've got great wives. I have a wonderful wife right out here, my wife Roxy, and we've got grandkids, and we've been blessed in so many ways. And I'm just so thankful for all that has happened. And it just amazes me. I never ever dreamt I would be standing up here and talking to you about MEI, but there's just a lot of things that have happened over the years. You know, when you saw in the video, we used to pull the welder out, plug it in the kitchen, run the cords outside, and weld in the winter. I can remember getting tingling in my feet because you're getting shocks in your feet because it's wet, and all this kind of crazy stuff. You know, painting stuff with a paint roller. You know, now we got a sophisticated $1 million paint system. Where before, like I told one of our guys, you know, I said my idea of a good quality paint was getting the more expensive paint rollers where the fuzz didn't come off. You know, so there's just a lot of things that over the years that just evolved and happened. You know, and for all of it, I'm just really grateful. I have people that ask me, "Well, what do you do now? You know, you're over there every day. How often do you go to work?" Well, I got employees here, so they know how often I go to work. Not very often. But when I do go to work, I do a few things, but I try to keep my fingers off the knobs. I don't push any of the buttons because I don't want to goof anything up. But thank you again. This is just a huge honor. I never would have dreamt that something like this could happen. I mean, and it's just, I just credit our employees. We've got just some wonderful, wonderful, talented employees. If I maybe close with one thing that maybe isn't the typical thing you say at something like this, but I was reflecting probably 2 years ago. I was out to dinner with some of our vendors, and a comment was made, and afterwards I was driving home and I was kind of thinking about that comment. You know, you get older, you start reflecting on different things, you know, and I had some time to think about it. And one thing that I guess if I could share with you is that the value of being honest and forthright with people. Being honest and forthright. And as I thought about that, you know, a lot of things think, well, I'm honest, I'm not going to be dishonest about anything. But you know, there's times when, just like when you, in a business, you start out a business where you can embellish things and not be honest. There's times when you can have customers that'll call, hey, can you deliver this by Friday? And you know you can. But you say, yeah, I'll see what I can do. You know, some of that is dishonesty. And I encourage you to be honest and forthright, because one thing about being honest and forthright, it can be very, very hard at times. I went through this 7 years ago before Rick came on board, and we had vendors calling us, hey, you need to send us $200,000 or we're not going to ship any product to you. And I had to tell them, we can't do it. We might be able to get $50,000 out to you by Friday. I had to tell them the truth. But one thing when you're honest and forthright, it's not complicated. It's not complicated. When you're dishonest, it can be very, very easy. It can be very easy to tell a customer, yeah, I'll get it to you by Friday, when you know you're never going to get it there by Friday. It can be very easy to tell your son or daughter, yeah, I'll be home for your school conference, when you know you're not going to be. It can be very easy to say that, but you know what? It gets very complicated. When you promise a customer something, and you haven't been honest and forthright, it gets complicated. So I encourage you to be honest and forthright, because it's not complicated. It's not always easy, but it's not complicated. When we went through the financial crisis, there was a lot of things that was way, way over my head. This is where Rick came in and held my arms up and encouraged me and pumped things up. And he's a smart guy, a sharp guy, and a great president of our company. And it's made just a huge, huge difference. You know, but the one thing I could do, I could be honest and forthright with things. It wasn't complicated. I encourage you to do that. And I just, again, thank you for this award. It's a true honor. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, John and Rick, and congratulations again. Honestly, forthright, almost done. We'd also like to thank KEYC, by the way, News 12, for that fantastic video. That was great. Thank you very much to Julia for coming up as well. I've been thanking her for the last 7 years, actually, but that's a whole other story for a whole other time. But for tonight as well. And before we wrap up the evening, we'd like to bring Jonathan back up to the microphone, of course.
Well, thank you so much, TJ and Lisa. Spectacular job. The two of you, I think you must have some experience doing this, huh?
A little bit. 17 years.
17? 16, okay. Well, she said 17, he said 16.
She got here before.
The dates are always wrong.
I do want to thank all of you, though, for personally taking time to be a part of tonight, be a part of this award ceremony. I want to thank all of you for what you do every day in your businesses, the leadership you provide, the risks you take, the courage you show, and the commitment and the decisions you make to make your company, the people that are part of your business, and to make this community a much better place. You know that every time anyone in our business community is recognized with an award, it lifts the visibility and the credibility of this marketplace. So we need to celebrate every one of those, whether they're here or they're outside of our community. So remember, continue to nominate businesses, continue to nominate your colleagues and organizations and individuals for marketplace awards, as well as awards that might be available in other locations outside of here, but within your industry. Take some time to do that, and we try to keep that type of information available to you on our website so that you're aware of where you can access that type of information. We'll continue to keep that up to date for you, and as we always tell you when we conclude an event like tonight, start thinking now about who you want to see on this stage next year and who we should be recognizing and thanking and
continuing to compliment for the work they're doing.
Well, again, on behalf of Greater Mankato Growth, Visit Mankato, and the City Center Partnership, and everyone here, thank you to our wonderful sponsors for a beautiful evening. The event sponsors tonight are United Prairie Bank and Wells Fargo Bank. Your dinner sponsor tonight, Brunton Architects and Engineers. The video sponsor, KYC News 12. And of course, tonight's presenting sponsor, INS Group.
And another reminder, as I said earlier, for those of you who are recipients tonight and you have friends and family here, if you would like to get a very nice, high-quality photo taken by the photographers from Quality 1 Hour Photo, just to our left, your right here tonight, when things conclude, they'll be able to get those photos taken for you.
Let's give one more round of applause to tonight's award recipients.